I'm really just up because I need somebody to talk to. Like, this single mom shit is starting to get to me. Okay? It's starting to get to me. So I had to compose myself because I'm literally keep crying. Like, y'all, this shit is so fucking hard. Every time I feel like I'm doing good, I go back.
Duh. This single mom life ain't the way life is supposed to be.
Okay. So boom. Okay. My kids daycare, I just got school readiness like assistance to help, right? So they helping me and then turn around like, okay, before that, fuck all that. Before that, I ain't pay my rent. Like my rent ain't even paid. It still ain't paid. And I was like asking my daycare like, oh, basically like, oh, can y'all work with me so I can pay my rent and I can pay y'all like next week? No, if y'all don't pay, they can't come on some shit. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I had no choice but to pay the fucking daycare or they couldn't go to school because guess why? Guess what? I have to fucking work. Okay? I make $20 and I'm raising 3 kids. So $20 for 4 people, $20 an hour for 4 people, that's not enough, okay? It's not fucking enough. So the school's like, oh,
Having to pay rent or pay for your children's nursery school, childcare, is pretty wild stuff. But the thing is about it, these single moms, they will tell you that they're winning. They will behave like they don't need a co-parent system. They will behave like they don't need a man in their life to help with the bills. Not only to help with the bills, but to help child mind children. Because she could be at work while he's at home with the kids, and vice versa. They could take turns. That's what being in a two-parent household is a lot like. And she's talking about how she's only getting $20 an hour. Obviously, single moms aren't the most brightest, because if they were, they would be making more money than that by going to school and finding ways to start a business.
you can either pay the 156 or they can't go. So I paid 156 and now my rent late. So now I gotta pay like $1,900 for my fucking rent, right? Okay, so now I'm paying the rent late. I'm gonna pay it Friday. And here they go with this New Year's registration fee or some bullshit like that. And keep in mind, I just paid the 156. So that's the weekly school registration that I pay with, like the fucking with the school readiness assistance. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I get to their daycare this morning and they're like, "Oh, did you know like you didn't pay the New Year renewal fee or some shit like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well how much?"
See, the truth is, the rent man needs his, and the daycare center need theirs too. And somehow, black females like her will not actually realize that it's families that built the world. It's families that have built nations, built societies. So this is why they're in business. And this is why she's complaining about money that she can't afford to pay to somebody else's business. You know why? Because women like her, they do not build their own business. In the word business, you have busyness. She's doing a whole lot of busyness, getting nowhere in life.
That, y'all, 200 something dollars for Rylan and then like 100 something. They're asking me next week to pay almost 400. No. It is $400 because 156 weekly, that's what I pay, and then they're asking me to pay over that. So 2 plus, that's almost that's 400 and something dollars that they asking me to pay next week. It's like $478. And I was asking them like, is there any way that I can make a payment plan? Because babes, I can't afford that. If I'm on school readiness, why the fuck you think I can afford that, right? Okay, so boom, I'm asking like my 2 older kids, they have their dad, and then Rylan, my little one, has a dad. Their dad paid child support. So I don't have to, worry about it. Like, I use his money strictly for the kids. Like, I put it straight towards her, her tuition and shit like that. It ain't no money. Like, it ain't no more. Like, it was only enough to pay for her shit. If I would have been, some shit, and I would have paid Ryland's on with their dad money, and I wouldn't have cared. But I can't, because there's nothing. So I asked her dad, like, oh, can you help me? Like, can you help me? Y'all keep in mind, this nigga.
What's wild to me is these single moms, they will act like they don't need the man in them children's life or her life, right? But they'll be the first person to put the man on child support. Now, I'm not saying that you ain't entitled to child support and help with the babies and stuff like that. But to me, it's like, if you gonna act like you don't need the man, then why do you need his money? Because what it's becoming like is like, really and truly, you're actually just dependent on these benefits, these government aids that are placed to take money from the man and deliver it to you. And with that money, you're still struggling. Like, you literally get paid money that you ain't gotta work for. So the time that you would spend working for that money, you don't have to do. So the money that you do work for should actually be sort of like a bonus, or vice versa.
Wanted the baby. Like, keep in mind, this nigga had my ovulation tracking his phone. Keep in mind, this nigga planned to get me pregnant. Like, he planned to get me pregnant, knowing I didn't want a third child, because I was already like, it was not hard, but it was going to be hard if I had another kid. Like, I knew I wouldn't be able to afford having 3 kids. And guess what?
See, and this is why, like, a lot of people don't like when us men talk about these single moms, because they get in their fifis about this. And the truth is, it's like, we put the onus on the woman, because you knew you didn't want no more kids, because why? You said it yourself, you can't afford it. But yet and still, you still let this Pookie come over and clap the cheeks. And you allowed yourself to be put in a situation where you're gonna have a baby that you literally can't afford, and now you're gonna blame him. I mean, at the end of the day, he's at fault, but you're the one that's gonna suffer, because he could just walk away. But we do know the life you live. You lived the life of a single
I had a third kid.
mom.
Okay, y'all gonna be like,
a single woman
blah, blah.
and a single mom who's ultimately failed all 3 of her children by having children by 3 different baby fathers.
So I asked him,
you running around here broke, though you get child support, complaining about how you can't pay your rent or how you can't send your children to nursery. So what, you probably make content, you don't live no life that's far-fetched from the imaginary. She's coming up with this nebulous idea of, we don't know her life. Really? We see it every day.
For helping, he's asked every fucking excuse. Y'all keep in mind, I was struggling last year. Like, it was like one point of last year I was struggling. I didn't get none of my taxes. The girl ran off. Like, the girl who's supposed to be my best friend, she took the money. I don't know if she took it or somebody took it, but I don't have it. And so I told him to file our daughter, because me and him was on good terms. Like, I thought we was. So I asked him, like, to file her. He like, okay, cool, this, that, and third. He files our daughter, y'all. Tell me why he files her. Months go by, and I'm not hearing nothing, like, no money. Like, he's knowing I need it because I can't afford this apartment, because this apartment is like $1,700. And he like, oh, when I get it, I'm gonna give it to you. It was like, he got back like almost $4,000 for her, y'all. He don't work. So when the money came, he threw it up in my face and laughed and told me that he wasn't giving it to me and he used it for drugs. Like, he used it for money for himself and shit like that.
You can't make this shit up. He used the money for drugs. Hey, splash. You know what's crazy to me is she talking about how this man ain't had no job, but she knew this. Like, these chicks be acting like they just found out this guy's a total bum, loser ass, pookie ass nigga the day she slept with him. Like, bruh, stop. You know this guy. He's the father of your children. You know him. But you see, it wasn't a problem then until reality hit. Now that's what the fuck I call a reality check.
Y'all, not one time last year, maybe one time, but he never fucking helped for her daycare. He never fucking, he is a diaper and wipe dad. That's what type of nigga he is. He's a diaper and wipe dad. And y'all, I swear to God, when me and him was together, when I just had my 2 kids before his daughter came, the nigga did everything. I'm talking about he helped me with everything. Like, he helped pay for everything. Like, he told me, if they ain't got it, don't worry about it for them. Like, he used to literally pick my kids up when I used to be stressed out and take them places. Like, he literally used to do so much for my kids. He used to buy them everything and do everything. He even helped me with their fucking birthday. So now all of a sudden, our daughter come, you don't got the same energy. You just wanted the baby so he could keep knowing me. Yeah. And it's so crazy because if I get a boyfriend, a nigga go crazy. Like, he'll go crazy. Like, he'll crash out, lose his fucking mind. Like, he'll lose his fucking mind. Like, how the fuck? Like, I don't be liking that shit. He's a fucking narcissist. He's like a big ass narcissist, bro. Like, he'll crash out if he can't follow me on Instagram. Like, he be crashing out about stupid shit. Like, I don't be fucking with that. Like, he literally only wanted the baby so he can know me for the rest of my life. But bitch, I'm over here fucking struggling. So now the daycare is sitting right here telling me, basically, if I don't got that $400 by Monday, my daughter can't go to school. And I told him that, and he's basically like, oh, well, find another job. Like, you could do it. The mamas always provide. You're a provider. It's gonna work out. You're gonna make a way through. Like,
this is facts, though. Is he wrong? That's what they've been selling and telling us for the last 22 decades. The last 2 decades, that's what they've been telling us, right? Is he really wrong? So now y'all got a generation of men that actually believe y'all.
he be saying shit like that, like, oh, you're the mom. Like, you're gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Like, that's how he's talking to me. You have to figure it out. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, is this not our child? Is this not ours? Is this not the daughter that you wanted? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? So I'm really like, I'm up. It's 12 o'clock. Like, at night. I can't sleep because I'm already fucking stressed about the rent that I gotta pay Friday on top of $500 that I don't have. Y'all, I already pawned. I have 4 necklaces. I already pawned 2 chains. I already pawned 2 chains and a fucking pendant. I don't have it. Like, I don't want to keep pawning my jewelry, bro. Like, I just...
Nah, bruh. You do want to keep pawning your jewelry. Just keep it 100. Because, let me tell y'all something. In life, yeah, we actually do what we want to do. It's literally like down to a science. It's chemical, man. Like, your brain only pursues greater bliss. So everything you actually do means you actually want to do it. She wanted to be with these men, so she wanted to be in a situation that would be precarious, where she would have to struggle to find money to pay her rent or to take her children to school or buy them food.
I really want to be in a place where I can move. Like, I'm trying to move to somewhere cheaper and I just don't have enough, like, that lump to move. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna save if I'm behind in debt every single fucking month? How the fuck am I gonna save if I have to pay for daycare and pay for rent, pay for lights, and pay for everything by my fucking self? I can't fucking...
You can't pay for it. You can't save. You can't advance. You do not go past go. You do not collect $200. And this is the thing, like, these females really don't have no comprehension of the type of structure that is necessarily needed for children to thrive, let alone survive, yeah, and live a good life, but to thrive in life. Because that's what you're talking about. When you're talking about saving, you're trying to thrive. You're trying to thrive off of the work that you've done. You're trying to thrive off of all the effort that you put out in the world. so that you can reap the benefits. But you can't reap no benefits when you choose to be with degenerate men. What you ultimately do is choose to create degenerate children. And then what happens is you literally teach them how to live a degenerate life. You can't save. And that's the truth. It sucks for you and it sucks for them 3 kids. But the truth is, being in a position to thrive means you make right choices. It means that when things don't go the way they're planned, it means that you sacrifice and you obey the right choices that can get you out of those strugglesome situations in life. But this is not what black women do today, especially not with the black man that they were born to be with.
See, I can't even save $5, y'all. I'm literally in the negative every single month. And people think, oh, like, Lex living so nice, Lex living so lavish. No, bitch, Lex is struggling. Lex is fucking struggling. Like, real deal struggling, bitch. Like, this shit's no joke. Like, like, this shit's not a game. People be seeing me, oh, pretty face, pretty. Bitch, that don't mean nothing. Pretty people struggle.
I don't know why these types always do this. They always got to bring it to their looks. Like, listen, nobody don't give a fuck how you look. It doesn't matter. Like, to be real, you ain't pretty. You pretty ugly. The choices you make in life, like, is synonymous with the way you look. And men that are just attracted to you by the way you look, them type is simple. So really, they simps. And I believe one of her baby daddies is a simp, the one that she said impregnated her just to keep her in his life. That's some simpy shit. Simpy pookie shit. And that's probably why he behaves the way he does to her.
What the fuck? I'm struggling. Bitch, I make $20 an hour and I'm four people. I'm $20 an hour, 4 people. You do the math. You tell me. Impossible. Like, and he just don't give a fuck. Like, just don't give a fuck if I lose my job. I work for the hospital, bro. Like, every point that I've got, it's literally been because of him. Like, it's been because of him. Like, he'll literally be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to come get her. Don't get her. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come do this. Don't do this. Oh, she's sick at school. Can you pick her up, please? Like, if I have to clock out, I'm going to get a point. He'd be like, yeah, I'm on the way. 2 hours later, they called me. Dad never came and got her. So guess what? I have to come and get her. Point.
You know, it should be expected because those type of men you've dealt with, they obviously treated you the same way before y'all laid down and had kids. But this is the thing with these types. They will dismiss so much bullshit, so many red flags just to actually have the thrill, just to feel like they're so valuable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just to be lusted over. And then what happens is they get with those guys and then the reality hits. The way he treats you is the same way he gonna treat his children. Because he don't have that character in him. He don't give a shit. That's just the way it is. He don't give a shit about you or them kids.
Like, I literally have one more point until I'm fucking fired. One more point. That's it. I don't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to vent because I'm fucking stressed. And, like, I mean, I'm just fucking stressed. I'm just over it. Like, I'm just so fucking overwhelmed. Like, just so overwhelmed. But as a mom, you really have to pick and choose the time you can cry because you don't want to cry in front of your kids. And then when you do cry in front of them, you get a million questions. I have to wait and hold my tears all the way till 12 o'clock at night or until they go to sleep because I don't want them to hear me cry, because I don't want them to feel sorry and give me a hug and ask, Mommy, what's wrong? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of not being able to vent and not be understood. Like, people don't understand. People just think like, oh yeah, you doing too much. Like, it's fine, you'll get through it. Bitch, I can't get through it. How? Like, I want to go to school. I can't go to school because I have kids. Like everybody says, so easy. How it's easy. I can't pay for the classes. I can't do nothing. I feel like my life is like at a fucking standstill.
You know, this is why I call women like her females, and I'll attribute their life choices to failure, because this is what failure is as a woman. People think that men and women are the same. We not the same, man. And y'all need to really understand that. Men, y'all need to understand that. And ladies, y'all need to understand that shit too. This feminism shit was a complete lie. It was a complete lie from those who made it to make you fail, to make you not see reality for what it really is. Because if you can't see reality for what it really is, then you cannot actually interact with it accurately. So you end up in positions like her. And it's crazy to me how, like, these single moms, they be in the club twerking it up, thotting it up, you know, giving the box to, Tom, Dick, and Harry, Pookie, Chad, Tyrone, and then get knocked up, have like 4, 5 kids by like 6, 7 different niggas. Yeah, and then wanna better their life, wanna up their standards. Like, standards, what the fuck is that now? It's over. It's like, it's so over that you really haven't even grasped your failure. The magnitude of your failure it's not even entered your mind of comprehension. It's too late. You want to go to school, it's too late. What degree will you get? And when you get that, if you get that degree, if and when you get that degree, then who will hire you to do what? We already know women don't particularly go into STEM. So what are you gonna do? Some sort of social role? Maybe. But at the end of the day, she's crashing out, and it's eminent that children need both parents, and children need both parents to be together in one household. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be wealthy, you ain't gotta be rich to raise strong children who can be healthy and be productive members in society, and actually probably be rich and build wealth for themselves later in life. You ain't gotta be wealthy. You really don't. And to live a good life, you really don't. Like, everything costs, inflation's going up, so living single is getting harder and harder every day. But as a unit, you really can accomplish really anything if y'all work together. But that's a problem. Like, every community gets this. Every single community in the earth, every animal, every insect, every creature understands how to work together between the sexes, except for the black community. And y'all can hate this, y'all can dislike this, y'all can unsubscribe. I really don't give a shit. The truth is the truth. Black women don't want to work with the black man, and a lot of black men out here just pookieing it up. And these are the type of men that Pookeishas want to be with. And all it's doing is dragging the whole community down. Even that clip I did the other day with Anton Daniels and Rosie, whatever her name is, from that podcast, I can't even remember. But I just did a video on it. It was a viral clip where they was basically giving shit to Anton Daniels because he's a married man, according to him, over 2 decades, right? And you know, you had this lady on there who was in her 30s, appearing to be, or maybe her late 30s, and she was like, you know, she's single mom, whole single mom, talking about how, you know, she had options, she got options, and not everybody got options. She's trying to clown Anton, trying to say that she said that, you know, in fact, I feel like you one of them niggas who got your first bit of box and married it. And Anton, you know, handled it like a G. He was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. And it's crazy to me how you think you can shame someone like Anton who made the choice to get married at 22, still married and living his best life, because you who have whored yourself to the ground to the point where you're a single mom are gonna try and clown a man who hasn't gone out there and had all these sexcapades like Future or Puff Daddy or Lil Wayne or any of these motherfuckers. It's beyond me, man. Because the truth is, if more of us live like Anton in the respects of being married, right, from an early age, then the actual black community would begin to thrive. And I don't know if some of y'all just actually can't comprehend that. Monogamy, official, legit, is the way to go. Think about it. God created one man, and then he created one woman. This is God. He could have created 20 women for one man. He could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have made any dynamic that he so desired. But he made one man, one woman, and he put the man here first. And then took the woman and made the woman out of the man. A piece of the man to make a whole person, a woman. Like, I don't know. I don't think I think it's beyond a lot of black folks' comprehension. Like, I don't know if we just caught up in this, like, this spell. We under some sort of motherfucking spell out here. This shit is crazy. Yeah. But listen, that's the video. Click that like. Let me know what y'all think about this one. And don't forget to subscribe. Join the Legion. Let's get it.